One of the first snares against humankind is an emotion that we all know all too well. It's fear. In the beginning, fear of missing out played a part in convincing the first couple to take Satan's bait. Then the fear that God is mad caused them to hide out from the Creator. And fear affects us in similar ways today. It influences certain actions or paralyzes us into inaction. If you followed my story, you know how much fear controlled my life, all the way back to potty training. It influenced me to quit my first year of preschool and caused my elementary teachers to think that I had a reading problem. It held me back in athletics and it hindered my relationships. Now, thankfully, I'm a different person today, but only because God revealed to me a dirty secret about fear that the devil doesn't want us to know. And it's this: fear is often a figment of your imagination. It's true. The Apostle Paul instructed that many of the fears we face are make-believe mind games. He exposed them as imaginations that try to exalt themselves above the truth of God. Even today's scientific research backs up what Paul uncovered years ago. The University of Cincinnati found that a whopping 85% of what we fear never actually happens. Did you hear that? 85% of the issues that cause you to bite your nails and lose sleep are the equivalent of fairy tales. Here's how fear spreads. The unrenewed natural mind has the tendency to fill in the gaps of what it doesn't know with worst case scenarios. That's why a suddenly called meeting with the boss prompts the fear that you're going to be canned. Or an unusual lack of communication in a relationship breeds trepidation of a looming breakup. And we all know how a medical article on the internet incites the fear of a life-threatening disease. Certainly, the devil knows the mind's weaknesses, and he uses it all to influence fear. This is why, in order to live in victory, we must do what Paul instructed: take every thought captive to obey Christ. What this means is that when you recognize a thought that begins to cause you worry, it's imperative to immediately replace it with the truth of God's Word. Make declarations like, "My God will supply all of my needs according to His riches and glory," or, "By the wounds of Christ, I am healed." Left on their own, imaginations quickly grow into full-blown scenarios that cripple you with fear. But when confronted with truth, imaginations are exposed for what they are: foolishness.